Hello again everyone, and welcome to another video on the pennies and shillings channel. So we did the key dates on the farthing in the previous video, and today it's the turn of the halfpenny. Now in a previous video I discussed the 8 key factors that determines a coin's value, but this should rather be seen as the 8 factors that influences the market to decide the price. A coin is only worth what somebody is prepared to pay for it. Always keep this in mind, as values do fluctuate over time. Now with that out of the way, let's get started. The halfpenny, or the stover, as it was affectionately known in Afrikaans, is the second coin in the Union series. It is 25.6 millimeters in diameter with a smooth edge. In fact, all the copper coins in the series have a smooth edge. Weighing 5.67 grams, and like the farthing, consists of 95% copper. Now the halfpenny features either King George V, King George VI or Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, and the reverse of the coin features a 3-masted ship sailing toward the right. Now the ship, of course, is none other than that of the Dromedaris, a ship of the Dutch East India Company that escorted Jan van Riebeeck to the Cape. Now the King George V pennies are all quite difficult to obtain in uncirculated condition, and graded specimens tend to be quite pricey, especially the coins in high grades, say MS64 or higher. Like with the farthing, these coins were also issued with a black finish, but unlike the farthing, quite a few pre-1942 red halfpennies exist. These are much more valuable than the brown and red-brown counterparts. Be on the lookout for them. Paying upwards of R1,000 for an uncirculated George V halfpenny is not uncommon. In graded form, expect to pay much more. But if you have the necessary patience, you can get them at a more reasonable price. This 1923 MS65 brown is one such example, and at $172.50, which is just over R3,000, it was a really great buy. Even on the photograph, the coin luster is clearly visible. This 1924 halfpenny, with a lighter color around the rim, was another great buy at $193.88, which is just under R3,500. Which brings us to the notoriously difficult 1925 halfpenny. This MS62 red-brown illustrates the point I made earlier about color quite nicely. Even at a relatively low mint state grade, it's still sold for $3,220. That's over R56,000 back in 2012. It's the only one of 7 graded by the NGC. I waited several years to add a 1925 halfpenny to my collection. My 1925 halfpenny is a MS63 brown, and even though it's a high grade, I did not pay nearly as much for mine. When it comes to early copper coins, color is everything once condition and rarity has been established. The 1928 deserves special mention as well. Even though 104,912 were minted, the coin is especially difficult to obtain in uncirculated condition. A worn specimen can be bought on many online platforms for just a few rands, but an uncirculated, not so easy, or cheaply. A graded coin in high mint state could easily fetch over 15,000 rand, if not more. NGC lists only 14 of these coins in mint state. For many coins, worn specimens are readily available, but unobtainable in uncirculated condition. And this, of course, is quite true for the 1928. Case in point, this 1928 MS64 halfpenny sold for a staggering $6,325 back in 2012. That's over R111,000 at today's exchange rate. Granted, this coin has everything going for it: scarcity, quality, and color. It's the finest known out of 2 coins, with only 4 graded in a red-brown. This is truly a big coin. Although not quite as difficult as the 1928, an uncirculated 1930 halfpenny is a rare find and could easily fetch 2,000 rand in raw form. A graded coin, again, quite a bit more. In 2013, this beautiful 1930 red-brown half penny sold for $1,151.50. A really good price considering the high grade and color of the coin. And then of course there's this MS65 red, which sold for only $493.50 in 2016. In my opinion, that's quite a bit under market value. To date, only 16 1930 half pennies have been graded in red, and only 5 coins have grades that's higher than this one. The 1931 proof half penny is an interesting coin and one to look out for. 2 variants were minted in 1931, an S for South Africa and a Z for Zuid-Afrika. Only the Z was minted for circulation, while all the proofs were of the S variety. And of these, only 62 were ever minted and are therefore seldom seen. These have an estimated value of over 70,000 Rand, or about $3,900. A total of 405,290 1935 half pennies were minted, and they are quite easily obtainable. The auction site Bid or Buy lists tens of them, ranging from a few rands to about 1,000 Rand for a raw coin. A typical uncirculated specimen could reach around 1,000 Rand, and if it's really beautiful, 1,500. However, unicorns. Sometimes unicorns appear, and here's one. Only 2 business strike half pennies exist in all years with a grade of MS67, and one of them is a 1935 half penny. It sold in 2019 for $1,320, or just over 23,000 Rand. Go 2 grades lower and you can pick one up for, let's say, $240 on a good day. Yet the aforementioned coin is an absolute stunner. But I cannot help but wonder if this is a case where the label was bought and not the coin. I leave that for you to decide. The 1936 is the last King George V half penny, and with over 406,000 minted, it's readily available. NGC has a total of 108 coins graded, which includes 2 reds, worth upwards of, let's say, 500 Rand in uncirculated condition, and several thousand for a high mint state graded coin. From 1937 onwards, the mintage figures steadily started to climb each year. The coins are easy to come by, especially in almost uncirculated condition or lower. The higher grades can still be pricey, but not as much as the King George V's. One exception perhaps is that of the 1939, with only 270,970 business strikes minted. A raw uncirculated 1939 could easily fetch over 1,000 Rand, and a graded mint state coin, I'd say 5,000 Rand or even more. From 1940 to 1950, the coins have similar mintages and of course also numismatic value. An uncirculated coin in these years, I'd say around 200 Rand to 300 Rand, with worn coins much less. Graded coins in mint state can be obtained for under 2,000 Rand. Exceptions do exist though, in particular with the proofs, such as this 1948 half penny graded proof 65 red, which sold for $184 or just over 3,000 Rand, a well-struck coin in red. From 1951 onwards, an uncirculated coin would barely reach 100 Rand, and graded mint state coins, even really high grade ones, sometimes sell for barely enough to cover the grading costs. There are exceptions though. I was very fortunate enough to be able to buy this 1955 half penny. Look at that beautiful, beautiful colors and toning on the coin itself. Both on the reverse and of course the obverse. Just look at that luster. That of course is what you should look out for when you buy a coin. Now, as you saw in this video, graded coins demand quite a bit of a premium, and quite often that premium far exceeds the grading costs involved. There is a number of reasons for this, which I will cover in another video. For now, suffice it to say that always buy the coin, not the label. Do your homework and make sure what you pay for. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you and happy collecting.